everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 890 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm going to be trying out this ELF Poreless Face Primer. So this is a product that I picked up from CVS recently, which means I overpaid. I paid $8 for this at CVS. Then I go online and see that you can get this from the ELF website for $6. I actually really like ordering from the ELF website. They always have great deals, free shipping on small purchase amounts. They do gifts with purchase. So I should have just bought from ELF. Maybe I'll do a little ELF website haul soon. But something that I always talk about, it seems like on my channel, is that I'm looking for products that help with large pores. And the other day I found an amazing pore eliminating primer. It's from Essence. It's the tinted primer. So I'll have that review video linked in the description down below if you want to see that. But I also had picked this up at CVS before I had even bought that Essence primer. And I love trying out primers on my channel. I just think it's so interesting seeing the way it changes my skin and my makeup. I have also on my channel tried out the ELF Poreless Putty Primer, and that's one that I love. That's a go-to for me. I love bringing that one for travel because you don't have to worry about it breaking or spilling, and it's just a really nice primer that I use all the time, but I focus it on where I have large pores, which is my cheeks, my nose, sometimes my chin, although sometimes my chin also gets really dry, so it depends on how my skin is that day. But if you want to see my review on the putty primer, I'll have that video linked in the description down below as well. So I love that ELF is affordable, it's cruelty-free. This also says that it contains tea tree oil and vitamins A and E, which those are all really great ingredients that I like to have in my skincare products. I also really like the packaging on this. It looks sleek. I like that it has a pump, and of course I like that it's pink because I'm obsessed with pink. So let's see what this looks like and the texture. Oh, it's more like a white lotion texture. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and focus this on one half of my face. Oh, whoa. This is very fragrant. It smells nice. It smells like flowers, but that is a strong floral scent, especially for a primer. Okay, and as I'm applying it all over my face, I see that it has a balm gel texture. So it looks like a lotion, but it goes on like a balm, which I really like because that creates a really smooth surface on top of the skin. And it does seem to be smoothing out the pores nicely. It's minimized them, but it hasn't made them disappear the way that Essence tinted primer does. But I can see that they look smoother. So I'm definitely interested to see how this does under foundation. But I'm really liking the feel of it. And I'm only taking a tiny bit because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just going to apply this to the entire half of my face. I would definitely note though, if you are sensitive to smells, this is a very strong scented primer. Probably the most strong scented primer I've ever experienced. But so, just looking at my face right now, this entire half of my face has the primer. This side doesn't, but you really can't notice much of a difference at all. Even the finish on the skin, it's pretty natural. It's not too glowy, it's not too matte. And visibly, the pores don't look very different. I'm just gonna take a little bit more to make sure I've really got a good layer on top of my large pores. So just going over the cheeks and nose. it does kind of look like the more I apply on top of my pores, the more minimized they become. So it does help to apply quite a bit on top of the pores. And that makes them look a lot more smooth. And then there's also just more of a sleek layer on top of them. So where I have large pores, I want to really focus a lot of the primer. So now, this is kind of a coincidence, but I just always go in with this foundation when I test out primers. It's the ELF Flawless Finish Foundation. So I didn't just choose this foundation because it's an ELF product. It's the one I use every time I try out a primer because it really lets me know how my skin is underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how this applies. I'm not getting as much coverage from all of the foundation that I've applied as much as I would if this was a tacky primer, which I have tried this foundation out with tacky primers. Like, I'm definitely using a lot of product trying to build up coverage. So that's one bummer. I had to use 2 full pumps to just do this one half of my face, and it doesn't even have as much coverage as I would want, like over the redness on my cheeks and the blemishes here. And the pores on my cheek don't look amazing. I can definitely still see pore texture. And it almost kind of looks like the foundation is settling into the pores and creating texture. Yeah, the foundation isn't looking completely smooth. There's some slight cakiness, which with the right primer, this foundation can look perfectly smooth. I'm surprised that it doesn't look flawless at all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and apply foundation to the other half of my face where I don't have the primer, just so I can really compare the difference. Yeah, the foundation is sticking so much more and giving more coverage on the side of my face without the primer, just because that primer is so slick that it's hard for the foundation to stick and grip onto my skin for layering up coverage and staying in place. Like, I seriously think I could use half the amount of foundation, just one pump on this side without the primer, to get that same amount of coverage as this side with 2 pumps. That is such an interesting difference and something to keep in mind with primers. I truly think that I liked the application better without the primer because I was able to get more coverage, use less product. Okay, this is the part where I get very picky and I look up really close in my mirror. And so the side of my face with the primer looks a little bit more smooth, a little bit less dry and cakey compared to this side here, but it's still not perfectly smooth. But the pores look exactly the same. This, with all of the primer on my face, it didn't even smooth out the pores anymore. It didn't minimize them. It didn't make the foundation not gather in my pores. It's doing that on both sides. So that's such a bummer. It really is basically like I have no primer on my skin. And I love ELF products and I love other ELF primers, but this one just really didn't do what it claims. Sure, it felt nice on the skin and maybe it made my foundation look a little bit more smooth, but still I didn't get much coverage. It didn't minimize my pores. So I guess in conclusion, this is not a great primer in my opinion. So if you are looking for a good pore minimizing, pore eliminating primer, I would recommend that Essence Tinted Primer that I tried out a few days ago rather than this one here, even though this one claims to be a poreless face primer. I just don't think it does that at all. But if you've tried this out, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. That's something that, like I said, I have tried out so many primers that I know what a good primer looks like and what it can really do for my skin. And so therefore I know that this is not a good primer for my skin and my makeup. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.